Hello everyone, this is Dr. Zhao. In this video, I'd like to provide an overview of business intelligence and competitive analysis. Specifically, I want to talk about the impact of business intelligence and how data analytics can drive business intelligence. Let me start with a Chinese proverb by Sun Tzu, an ancient military strategist in China. Knowing yourself and your opponents, you will never lose a battle. Which means that the knowledge is the key to success. This is true for both wars and businesses. To show you the impact of business intelligence and competitive analysis, let's refresh our memory on the Dell versus Compaq story. One mystery in the high-tech industry is that as the market leader in year 2001, Compaq sold itself and completely abandoned its strong brand. Why? A bit background on the computer industry shows that this industry suffers high inventory obsolescence cost, and their major suppliers such as Intel and Microsoft are the same. Let's do a simple business intelligence and competitive analysis here to compare the financials between Dell and Compaq to understand Compaq's motives. From the table, you can see that Compaq has a sizably higher gross margin than Dell. But due to inventory inefficiency, Compaq's operating cost as a percentage of sales is also much higher than that of Dell. The net outcome is that the operating margin of Compaq is 1% less than Dell. This 1% difference is actually critical for Compaq to make the sold-off decision because it saw through these numbers and understand what is incoming. As we stated earlier, Compaq and Dell have the same key suppliers. Thus, difference in their gross margin can only be explained by their different pricing. In fact, Dell has a 10% lower selling price than Compaq for its products. Even with a lower price, Dell can make more money. How can Compaq compete? By benchmarking, Compaq saw the incoming danger and thus sold itself while it is still worthy of some money. So smart. Not everyone saw this role. For instance, HP, who bought Compaq, clearly didn't see this. We will not blame HP because the danger is hard to see. Thus, the objective of this course is to train people to see such dangers and much more easily. The methodology of business intelligence and competitive analysis is benchmarking. Some popular questions in practice are, how do I know that I have a problem? And how to prioritize the problems? The answers lies in the comparison or benchmarking of companies in the same business or industry. For instance, if my revenue is half of yours, but I spend as much as you do, then I either have a cost problem, that is, cost is too high, or a revenue problem, that is, revenue is too low. Benchmarking shows where the competitors are heading. What financial performance can you possibly achieve in this industry? And what are your strengths and weaknesses, that is, competitive advantages and disadvantages? Thus, benchmarking allows you to see the problems of the company and the opportunities or potentials for improvements. Let me elaborate the ideas by a more recent example, American Airlines in 2019. American Airlines is the world's largest airline by fleet size, revenue, and passenger carried, and also in terms of passenger kilometers flown and the number of destinations served. It operates almost 6,800 flights per day to nearly 350 destinations in more than 50 countries. It was also rated the best North American Airlines 2019 by Business Travelers Asian Pacific. Despite its size and awards, American Airlines stock price is against the trend. This picture shows the stock prices of American Airlines, United, Delta, and Southwest, together with the S&P 500 index. Clearly, American Airlines is performing the worst in the stock market as compared to its major competitors in the US and moving in the opposite direction from the S&P 500 index in recent years. American Airlines was clearly in trouble in year 2019. The situation is representative. Business intelligence and competitive analysis would be the first step to identify problems and opportunities. First, an industry analysis is needed to gather information on the business geographics, competition intensity, industry trend, and value chain. Second, competition positioning can answer the question of where does the company stand in the competitive landscape. Finally, an enterprise diagnosis can help finding out the strengths and weaknesses of the company relative to its competitors, discovering what drives the financial performance in that industry, and finally, pinpoint to the problems and causes for the company. After going through these analyses, please see details by this link below. We discovered that in year 2019, American Airlines looks like a lion, but actually is a little cat. In another word, American Airlines is the largest airline in size, but the weakest in profitability, growth, and financial health. Let's be fair. The airline industry is very competitive, and almost everyone's profit margin is shrinking. But American Airlines is clearly the worst performer in recent years, and the stock price told the truth. To turn the company and stock price around, American Airlines needs to reduce its liabilities and the other costs, and improve the utilization and return of its assets.